Next, the Wizards taking on the Bulls. For the Wizards, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouth. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want to taste victory once again. Bulls, Wizards, tip-off in just a moment. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Tristan Thompson.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Green is out there with Vucevic. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Caruso in at the point guard. And for the Wizards, we've got Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Kispert. And it's Neto in at the point guard. Oh, big shot makers really stand out this time of year, don't they, Chris? Is clutch play something that can be taught, or do you have to be born with it?
Well, you know, Kevin, I think both things are true. I think some guys are born with it, meaning born with the mentality. And other guys, I think it has to come along with practice, come along with muscle memory, come along with getting better. And sometimes when that confidence comes on the practice floor,
Zach LaVine comes first.
wow, the quickness LaVine possesses, it's just fantastic. At times, he overwhelms you with it on these drives inside.
Here's Neto. DeRozan defending. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
LaVine passes to Caruso. LaVine, the bounce pass. DeRozan for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Because he's so dangerous. The D is often drawn to LaVine. I mean, it opens up some wide passing.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. To the left wing. Here's Kispert. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, it's just predictable.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not really one to leave open.
And there's the foul. Alex Caruso.
That's his first personal
That is his
foul.
first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
For 3, LaVine. Another 3 for
Zach
Chicago.
LaVine.
A decent threat from downtown. You got to see LaVine nailing this shot more and more.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent. This
Three-point
is
field
a
goal.
three-game shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cool stretch offensively.
Washington timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
As long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. A look at Chicago. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And checking out Washington, they're much further down the standings right now.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
Well, they've created their own breaks because of how they played throughout the entire season. But now is when things really start to turn.
And that one's good. So.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Neto gets to Kuzma. Wizards passing it around. Great open lane. The replay. Come at us.
Right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Here's Vucevic. Rebounded by the Wizards. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm. You've got to be locked in on the ball.
When there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
DeRozan for 3. Green gets to DeRozan for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Wizards trail by 7, and they're pushing it up. Kispert wide open. He fires. No good off the back of the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Exactly right. That's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Washington with the ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit.
Levine for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. And Zorzier with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 9 points. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the goal line foul.
At 7-3, Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Hachimura is checked in for Kispert. The Bulls making a change here as well. Dosubu's checked in. Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet for him. Took him no time at all on that one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong in both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Porzingis passes to Neto. Back to Porzingis. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Porzingis has got 6.
They've been beating him to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Levine dishes to Vucevic. DeRozan for 3. The Bulls keep it alive. Kick out to Levine. Porzingis with the steal. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Chicago. They lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Tristan Thompson, not resting on his laurels, he describes what he does to get better in the offseason.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
And at 7'3", and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work, so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment now, we're taking a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Dosumu. Vucevic is out there with Williams. Then it's White, and it's DeRozan in at the three. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path, and he's probably right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes, with different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that score. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Goes back up. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Neto, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Second shot opportunity. Neto can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 14. Here's White. He takes it in. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
It's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
Washington's gone 4-7 tonight from three-point territory. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
That
foul.
one on DeRozan.
First team foul.
No question he got bumped on that
At the
shot.
line for
Hey,
the
Greg, you
Wizards.
faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position. And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Wizards trailed by 19.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Smith
Second
against the
quarter.
history. And again, Washington no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan
That's
is
his
still
first personal foul.
underappreciated.
Second
Receives
team
a
foul.
lot of criticism for what he doesn't
At the line for the
do,
Bulls.
and not enough credit for what he does.
For the Wizards, Porzingis comes in for Thomas Bryant, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Avdia. The Bulls also changing it up. Jones comes in for Williams, and Levine subbed in for Dosumu.
Jones.
And DeRozan's talked about
That's his
using
first
negative
personal
press to
foul.
his advantage.
Second
You know,
team
he
foul.
said you have to be able to take criticism
line
if
for
you want
Washington.
to be great. Use the negative energy to become
Taking
something
2
more
shots.
than you thought you could be.
So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Bulls leading by 18. It's stolen by Smith. In transition, here come the Wizards. And Kuzma slams it.
Backed by an aggressive offensive mindset, Kuzma attacks the rim with force.
Chicago's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Levine, good.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And here's Smith. After the three-pointer from Zach Levine. And there it is for him.
What focus minutes from Hachimura, embracing the contact and just working his way through.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Wizards trailed by 19 to the wing right side. A wide open look here for Kuzma. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Chicago shooting the lights out in this building, 16% from the field.
Absolute wrecking ball to the drive. Levine is all about dunking it with authority.
And the Wizards with possession. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. That one good for two. Smith's got his first points in this one.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Jones after the basket by Washington. Levine gets the bucket.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Chicago foul. Kobe White.
The Wizards shoot their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
The resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a valued rotation player.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. Now here's Levine. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Kispert. Gafford passes to Kispert. Over Levine. Get off in time. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they're important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. We got offensive rebounds too as well. Get us second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Zach Levine was the man in the first. He ended up with 24 points and 2 assists. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it?
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. That's not going to do it. Well, that's not going to cut it, man. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Zach Levine, he's really been playing well.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Porzingis. Kispert is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Neto in at the point. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Well, every team needs those energy players, Chris, who set the tone defensively, and Alex Caruso is definitely in that mold.
Absolutely. He's disruptive, gets a lot of steals, and then he's athletic. Give you some highlights, too.
Now here's DeRozan. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Kuzma. And the Bulls, another three.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Levine with the block.
And when you have a vertical like Levine's, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
Here's Vucevic, and the layup is good. Vucevic has got his first points of the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Neto. Here's Porzingis. Looking to end the run. Green with the block.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Porzingis. And that dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine's so outstanding in scoring in a multitude of ways.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without him.
That's his second
For the
personal
Wizards,
foul.
Thomas Bryant is
First
checked in
foul.
for Porzingis. Advia is subbed in
substitution.
for Kispert. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Dosumu's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says, we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Neto. 7 points in the game. Hot loose. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
The Wizards have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Kuzma, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And
That's
Kyle
his second
Kuzma now in
personal
year
foul.
1 of his 3-year,
Second
$40
team
million
foul.
extension.
And he's
At the
improving
line for the
stronger,
Wizards.
better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
Many people are high on Kuzma, an all-around player with a promising future given his impressive skill set.
Bean passes to Dosunmu. Here's the 3. Caruso, no good. The Wizards shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And here's Neto outside. Offensive rebound.
It's the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Levine kicks to Caruso. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Here's Neto. Jacks up a 3. Avdia can't hit. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-4 run. The pass to Caruso. Levine for 3, and the Bulls another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Puts it up from 12. Buries the jump shot. Neto's got 9 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way. Got burned for it.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Avdia the pass to Neto. And he drives in. Lays it up off the glass. Neto's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Levine the bounce pass. And that one's good. Caruso.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Neto. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And the 3 off target. Dosunmu, the pass to Levine. Going inside. And he slams it down right on top of Denny Avdia.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now, here's Kuzma. He has 6. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Green leading the charge. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
Chicago ball.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for
Full
Washington.
substitution.
Smith comes in for Raul Neto. Chicago also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Kobe White in for Alex Caruso.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Washington making some changes. Hachimura comes in for Avdia. And Kispert subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And Chicago also making a switch. DeMar DeRozan is checked in for those two. Now here's Bryant. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hachimura, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
But the coaching staff has to like this. Hachimura using his size and length to make a difference.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's Chicago running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Oh, go now.
Words of praise from Billy Donovan asking them to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. So let's see if that continues.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Thompson is out there with Williams. Then it's Troy Brown. Then it's White. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. And it's Hachimura in the corner. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. White, good.
Kobe White.
Perimeter scoring. I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Smith, no good. And for the Bulls, their shooting has been wild. 76%. That's unbelievable. The Bulls making a switch here.
Coming out for the checked in. Matt Thompson.
Here's Smith. Pass to Hachimura. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
This is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Jones for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And the call will be made against Matt Thomas. That's his first foul. Great play most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep
Tristan Thompson.
I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
Smith the pass to Gill. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And that's a foul. It's called on Troy Brown. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Gafford. Here's Gill. Pass pass to Shadaransky. Three-pointer. And Jones pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
They grab their own miss. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Derrick Jones Jr.
Jones has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bulls.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this now, man. We all are firmly chasing the era of the three ball. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Tristan
Thompson with the bucket.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable. Shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
And the call will be made against Matt Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And the NBA introducing new measures to discourage fan misconduct. Greater security and pursuing legal action, Chris, when that line is crossed.
We live in interesting times, my friend. People may need to blow off steam. They tell you, listen, players are getting entertained. Not as punishment.
Smith with a wide open look. A second effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Thompson with it. Now Smith defending. At the elbow, it's Bradley. Thomas outside. Another three for Chicago. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out.
Also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a galleon win.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Zach LaVine. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. Just a total team effort.
And here are the Bulls now. Brown outside. Another three for Chicago.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the
foul. 4th team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he gets the bucket.
He can fill out a lot of different roles, but Satoransky excels as a creator. He can make the spectacular passes and the smart ones.
Thomas finds Brown. Passes it to Bradley. Back to Brown. Another three for Chicago.
And that's what you want to see. Fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Smith with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
I'm focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.